Ball from the home of the 2015 World Champs, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Opening night here in this brand new season between the New York Mets and the Kansas City Royals. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to, this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The date that's been circled for weeks is finally here. It's opening night. It's the show. And it's coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Kansas City Royals.
With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Edinson Volquez gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Eric, any thoughts?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
And with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, we've got the big man behind the plate, Salvador Perez. We all know what he means to this game, how he impacts it defensively, gives you a little pop on the offensive side, but most importantly, a clubhouse leader. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Set to go now as Curtis Granderson is into the box to get this one underway. Out in front of it, strike one.
First pitch, 7:37.
Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
And he takes strike 3 called on the curveball that time, and there's your first out of the evening.
Third baseman, number 5, David Wright.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And it'll be important to stay warm tonight. A chilly 44 degrees here at first pitch. Volquez into the windup. Coming at him with the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone.
He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Not only do you not want to lose this guy, you got more trouble right there in the on-deck circle.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with one away.
Yoenis Cespedes takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Lays off 1-0. Runners on first with one down. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And another foul ball. Runner at first here, one man out. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And this one's in the dirt. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Well, that's the obvious danger of trying to get a guy to fish at a curveball in the dirt. You'll see this one skip away, and now that'll take the double play situation right off the board. Could be a costly mistake.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Hit to short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Well, with 2 strikes, you've got to protect up there, even on a curveball that's a borderline strike. But he can only manage to get this one off the end of his bat, and it winds up being a simple little ground out.
Here's Lucas Duda now. He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Chopped in front of home plate. Perez gonna have to hurry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. And now the Royals get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. And with that, here's a look at the home starting lineup card. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Matt Harvey is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first. In there at the knees, strike one. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Set to deal on 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike one.
That's right where he's going to need to be against this lineup. On the corners all night long.
On the ground to the left side. Right has it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, on a slow chopper like that, that is the third baseman's ball if he can get to it. He's got the momentum going the right way towards first base. So he'll just cut right in front of the shortstop and make that play to first.
Here's Kendrys Morales. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
Eric Hosmer set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Left side. Oh, look at right. The throw. And from his knees, he got him. Boy, all arm there as the side is retired. Royals leave 1. After 1, no score. Walker will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Neil Walker.
Volquez has his sign. First pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. One and one, here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
As Drupal Cabrera into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Into the windup and the pitch. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
A strike, and it's 2-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Lifted the other way to left center. Gordon's after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Salvador Perez strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Salvador Perez.
Here comes the first pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Way outside. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Gordon.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And a good job there to hold back as the count moves to 2-2 now to the Kansas City left fielder. And this is swung on and missed, and Gordon becomes out number 2 now.
Well, and after that last pitch at 97, he decides to take a little bit off, all the way down to 96. How's that for changing speeds?
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Tap fouled at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on opening day after this. Travis d'Arnaud is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Volquez is ready. Here's the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Three 3-0 count. Here it comes. And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
That's a borderline strike right there, and I think that he had one step out of the batter's box headed towards first already.
Full count. Here it comes. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Juan Lagares.
Juan Lagares Gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one. Now the 0-1. Grounded to the right. And that'll go as the Mets' first hit of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Standing in now, Curtis Granderson, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. But one or the other is what you really need.
First and second here with nobody out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
One and one, here it is. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And this is swung on and missed by Granderson, and that's the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 5.
Coming to the plate now, David Wright, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Now the double steal is on here. On the ground up the middle. Throw to first is in time to take care of Wright, and that's the second out.
And you know, this was not one of those 3-2 start the runners kind of a deal. This looked like a straight double steal, or maybe even a hit and run thrown in there. And it's going to wind up at least a partial success for these guys because the runners do move up, albeit on the ground out.
Into the box now, Yoenis Cespedes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
Boy, and if these guys come away with nothing here, they'll have squandered a real good opportunity.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. Third inning, no score to this point. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And it, in fact, lands in the corner, foul. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. Paulo Orlando digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Right fielder, Paulo Orlando.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Down low. 2 balls and a strike. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And that is in there at the letters to run it full. 3-2.
Well, with this guy, a walk is definitely as good as a hit, so that's probably why he's taken 3-1.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Omar Infante to stand in, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck, and you know they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
1 out away now from 3 full scoreless innings, and both pitchers are working both inside, outside, up and down. Looking solid here to start this ballgame.
Lorenzo Cain stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Yeah, even with the bases empty here and 2 away, you still need to be careful here. So he's pitched him smart so far.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Lifted in the air out to left. Cespedes is after it, and this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
The shortstop, number 2.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there and left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
Alcides Escobar will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
2 out here and a runner at second. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's a high pop-up. Right is there for it. And that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more Sunday Night Baseball following this. Lucas is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Volquez has his target. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
3-1 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
A little bouncer. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, second baseman, Neil Walker.
So one gone in the inning, and here's the second baseman, Neil Walker. First delivery to him on the way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Well, I'll tell you what, he had to get up for that one. Sometimes the leap is a little bit more showy, but not here. He was up there a good 2 or 3 feet to pull it in.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Rocket to third. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Asdrubal Cabrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And the runner back. Comes set with the 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Perez has a play, and that's the 3rd out. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Kendrys Morales is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout and reined in, one away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. One away for the Royals here in the fourth. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Into the seats, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
One and two. Here it comes. And that misses 2-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Looking to avoid his first walk. Hosmer's able to lay off, so he'll move to first on the free pass.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Salvador Perez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Right side. Duda's up with it to Cabrera for 1. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from Kauffman Stadium right after a quick break. Travis d'Arnaud has to start off the 5th in this one.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Escobar will wait on it. 1 pitch, 1 away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins. Juan
Lagares is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down, and some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
And that's one of those where even if he fields this thing cleanly, he was going to have a tough time squaring those shoulders back up and then throwing all the way across his body. But once it doesn't find the pocket, forget it. It's going to be an infield hit.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Volquez sets. Here's the 1-0. Tapped up the third base line. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
Much easier to do in retrospect, but you almost wonder if he would have been better served to let this ball go and see if it would have gone foul. There's no guarantees it would have, but that was always going to be a tough play anyway.
And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. Here's the third baseman, David Wright, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Infante. On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More opening day baseball coming up following this. Alex Gordon comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Left fielder, Alex Gordon.
First offering on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he lays off again, ball 3. On deck, Mike Moustakas. Three 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. On his way to pitch number 75. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Mike Moustakas comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
There he goes. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Well, because of his strong play in both of the 2014 and 15 postseasons, some might forget that as recently as 2014, he was splitting time between the big leagues and AAA. Hit on the ground toward the left. Oh, what a stop! The second for 1, not in time.
Man, almost a great play.
Can't quite get the out after an impressive snag.
And it goes without saying, but how well this team plays defensively is going to say a lot about how they fare this year. They made it a big priority in spring training, so you hate to see them start making errors here on opening day.
Into the box now, Paulo Orlando, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Smoke toward third. Glove by right. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The second baseman, number 14, Omar Infante.
Striding into the box, Omar Infante. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and not fielded cleanly here by Walker. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. 1 left for Kansas City. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Yoenis Cespedes will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. Got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And we'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to an even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Lucas Duda will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. No runs, 4 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Duda is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate.
Walker.
He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 put out for good measure.
Here's Neil Walker, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. To short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. We are still scoreless. Lorenzo Cain gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Harvey gets the sign. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Alcides Escobar will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
And the pitch on 2-1. Hit in the air to right field. Granderson is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Well, he's 0 for 3 now in the ball game, and I think I can tell you why. If you're not a power hitter, you need to hit down on the ball. Try and drive things. This guy doesn't have enough muscle to hit home runs consistently, so he's wind up as routine flyouts.
Kendrys Morales will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. KC down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Michael Conforto will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
That pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Swing and a liner, but this is going to get foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2 pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And that's going to do it here for Edinson Volquez. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Greg Holland is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night. Asdrubal Cabrera will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. And he lays off there 1-0. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he misses again, 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Holland pauses. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And taken in out there for the first out.
These are the ones that are hard to swallow. You've got the count in your favor. 2-0, you get a fastball right down the pipe, you wind up popping it straight up. And that's a missed opportunity, folks. Big time.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in. He flew out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down, and they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Juan Lagares will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. A 1 pitch on its way. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
You got the go-ahead run in scoring position in this situation, and you come up with a huge strikeout like that. You're pumping your fist. Your intensity is a little bit higher. This guy is focused in right now and very happy with his results.
Curtis Granderson gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Gordon going back, still going back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 2 left for the Mets. Still no score. Eric Hosmer stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip.
First baseman, Eric.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike 2 now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Oh, that could be the defining moment of the game right there. He's got one more guy to get through in the inning, but that was a huge out, number 2.
Alex Gordon will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Line toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the 3rd hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
I know the adrenaline can get to you sometimes, but when you start overthrowing your fastball like that, that's a bit of a red flag.
Hard hit ball towards the hole. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Paulo Orlando will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
And here's one of those times where the Royals have to start finding key hits.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
The second baseman, number 14, Omar Infante.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's already made the change. That's going to do it for Matt Harvey. So he'll leave in a tie ball game, but he's also responsible for the 3 men on base, and he'll need some big-time help here to preserve a no decision. Addison Reed will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out.
Reed.
Omar Infante will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here, bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Swing and a ball lined hard toward short. He'll go the short way to Walker at second for the force, and that ends the inning. Mets bullpen able to stem the tide. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we still have no score. David Wright will stand. It's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Collins ready. Here's the 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
And it's full now, 3-2.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
And a swing and a miss that time by Wright as he couldn't come up with it. 1 away. Our line score there says it all to this point, or if you prefer, it doesn't say anything. 0-0 our score as you start to wonder if anyone's going to play to run in this one. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
And that splitter, it's only coming in around 86, but it's really falling through the zone.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Hit hard to the right side. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And this is a guy who's going to give up his share of hits. But that's because he just says, hey, go ahead. Here's my best stuff. Try to hit it. He's got such good stuff that most times when guys do hit it, they'll put it on the ground right at somebody.
Here's Lucas Duda now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
And if there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. 2-0.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Here's Neil Walker. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
The 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. It's 2-1. To 2-2 now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. We are still scoreless. Kane digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Still no runs on the board for either team, and it might come down to who can manufacture.
And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Here it comes, 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Oh, and that's a good pitch right there. That's just a hard-breaking slider down and away. And you get the hitter to be enticed by that pitch when it's about halfway there. That was looking like it was going to be a fastball on the outer half. Then it just flat disappears on you, and you're left wondering, what happened?
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Good effort, though. That looked painful.
And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Kendrys Morales, ready to take another shot, went down on strikes his last time up. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pitches a cold strike. The throw, not in time as he steals second.
Yeah, and sometimes late in a tie ball game, you just got to throw caution to the wind and take some chances out there, especially with a guy that has good speed. And this one pays off as he's in the scoring position now with the stolen base.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. And there's ball one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. His first steal of the year, and it comes here on opening night. Here it comes on 1-1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Hit down the third baseline. Backhanded on to first, and there were two down.
The first baseman, number 35, Eric Hosmer.
Eric Hosmer digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with two down. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. The throw home. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
That's a big base hit for him right there. That drives in the go-ahead run. He's fired up down there at first, and I'm sure his dugout is even more fired up.
Antonio Bastardo is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night.
Antonio Bastardo.
Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And another snap throw to the bag. Oh, and he throws it away. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Two out with the man at first. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is pretty well hit by Perez, but he got out in front a bit too much. It's a foul ball. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
That in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the
Huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Looking to minimize the damage here, and that's too high, ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
2 men are on with 2 men out. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits here for KC. 9th inning coming up. The Royals lead it 1-0. Wade Davis is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Wade Davis.
Michael Conforto will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Action in that KC pen now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. One and 0 pitch on the way. And he'll just watch that knuckle curve. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Settling in now as Dribble Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-handed.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Yeah, Cabrera just got a gift right there.
1 out, nobody on. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gordon is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Alejandro De Aza will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 16, Alejandro De Aza.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. And this is cut on and missed, so the Mets are down to their final strike now.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Juan Lagares would be next. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. He struck him out, and that's going to do it for the Metropolitans here this evening.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Wade Davis. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Royals come out on top, 1-0. Good night from Kansas City.
Our final line score tonight.